Hi, this is Swapnil Bharti and we are here at OpenSUSE conference in Nuremberg, Germany. And today we have once again Axel from GNU Health project.
Right.
We talked about the project, I think 1 year ago or more than that.
That's right. Yeah, that has been on the OpenSUSE conference in Prague.
Right. So anything new that happened in these last months?
Yeah, absolutely. So personally, I'm a little bit deeper involved into the OpenSUSE project in between, as I was elected into the board of the project, which I'm very grateful for. And with the release of Leap 15.1, we're shipping also a new major release of GNU Health. So the new GNU Health release 3.4 has two major improvements. First of all, on the client side, we added support for so-called OK codes to the client. That means you can, by entering a 3-letter code, you can quickly jump between various functions like patient module or laboratory module, stock keeping, pharmacy, and something like that. And the other really major improvement is the introduction of the so-called federation server. So the GNU Health system as we know it before can now only be or is one node in the so-called federated system. So we have a messaging server which is called Telemus, which is connecting to the federation server and combining various nodes like a GNU Health system, it can be a laboratory information system, and they are all exchanging nodes, updating records and something like that. And this gives us the opportunity to build really a nationwide federated health network on that. And beside this, we've tested Leap 15.1 quite intense.
Okay.
And we are already joking whether the next release should maybe be called OpenSUSE Boring, because these updates are running so smooth. It is really boring.
It is. Yeah. Actually, boring is good, you know.
Yeah,
boring.
absolutely. Yeah. Boring is good in that case.
Yeah. In terms of adoption of the project, we talked about it last time a bit. Has the adoption grown? And can you give us the latest figures? Who's using, where it's being used?
Yeah, absolutely. There were a few very interesting projects coming up. So it's currently being implemented in the largest hospital in Asia with about 3,500 beds. And we're currently in discussion with Haiti. They are about to choose GNU Health as their nationwide health system, basically. And I think these are the two major things. Beside this, we had a booth that was this year in, that was not this year in January. It was last year in December. We had a booth on the Medica trade fair in Düsseldorf. And I think we were the only NGO in this temple of medical commerce. It was all nice and shiny, and then we were standing there with our little booth, and the people are looking at it. Hey, what does it mean as a free healthcare system? Yeah, we said it's free as in freedom, and this is the way how it worked. And our showcase was basically a little Raspberry Pi, which was running the full GNU Health stack, including a graphical front end, the database, and everything else. And I think that gave a very good feedback. We got a lot of good connections there, and it created some additional interest in the project. So we will be there this year in November, I think 18 to 21 or something like that, and show the latest developments on GNU Health.
When we look at this GNU Health project, and when we look at the healthcare around the world,
right.
What is the biggest challenge that you see in adoption of GNU Health project?
The biggest challenge that I see are the many thoughts, these fears, uncertainties and doubts that are generated with free software as a business application. I mean, if you talk to various people about that, they are partly scared for some reasons that they have been pointed to, but if you look deeper into it, they are not wrong. So if you're interested in more details, I have a talk to Borrow about that. So if you're running a free system as a business applications, what are the thoughts that you're usually confronted with, and what is really behind? The other big thing for GNU Health is, of course, as most NGOs, we're quite short on money, and we would really like to receive a couple of more donations to ensure that the development of this system continues.
Do you work mostly with the governments or other NGOs or corporations so that you can offer, the software in different countries? Who do you typically work with?
In terms of systems, GNU Health supports basically all major free systems. I think you should be able to even install this under a Windows system, but this is of course not really the intention because it's an unfree system. But we have a quite good relationship to Debian and Fedora as well, so all the major distributions are supporting GNU Health. In terms of Ministry of Health, we're quite positive and in a discussion currently with the doctors of Vienna, because they're evaluating at the moment a free practitioners system, and GNU Health is one of their options at the moment. There was one project now popping up in Iraq, for example.
Oh,
it was unknown to us before. There is a project in Iran going on. We know about a project in Pakistan.
So thanks, Axel, for talking to me today, and I look forward to talk to you again, most probably at the next OpenSUSE conference to get more updates about the project.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. And for those who are interested, the Health conference will be this year in December in Liège, and we are doing this together with the ORTANK user group, which is a medical workflow for medical images like X-ray and something like that. So we are joining efforts as well. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.